Hello everybody, welcome back. My name is EonShiKeno. I'm going to cast a game here on Steps of War between Xlord, our purple Zerg player in the bottom left part of the map, and Rine, our red Protoss player on the top part of the map. This is for EPS. This is a best of 3. I'm going to cast every match for the series. And of course we're on Steps of War, so this is I would say in this matchup, probably Protoss' favorite map. Most Zerg players, including myself, really don't like to play on this map unless I'm planning for some early aggression, maybe 2 base, quick ling, a roach push. But anyway, Ryan going to throw down a pylon. Interesting place. I really don't like the placement of this pylon. I prefer it back here, and then put down like a gateway in the cybernetics core for your pseudo wall. That way you don't have to rely on the pylon. It has a lot lower HP than a cybernetics core or a gateway, and it's just I think it's a smarter practice. Saw a lot of that in beta. I did that in beta. But I think right now most players would agree that pylon back here and then a cybernetics core and a gateway is far superior of a wall in. So I haven't really casted any games lately because I've been busy. There was this tournament at the UT Austin. It was a Starcraft 2 tournament. It was a 64-man tournament. It was really fun. It was the first tournament hosted by I think the organization was called TESPA, but it was a really good organization, and I thought it was a pretty well executed tournament. There was like $750 in prize pool. A lot of it was donated by this website called like ml.gaming, and that was really cool. I ended up getting 5th. Some pretty good players there: Strike Crow, Z-Pucks, XO. I got beat by him, unfortunately. But really fun tournament. I really enjoyed it. Anyway, let's get back to what's going on in this game. Ryan throwing down some pylons, going to wall off and just kind of keep his opponent contained, forcing his opponent to go for one basing so far. And Xlord is going to have to pull that Overlord back a little bit, and even stealing some minerals. Ryan is going to steal some minerals, and maybe he's going to go for an expansion, or is he going to just throw down some bases and just play one base also? Xlord is going to make a roach warren, so we're going to have roaches take out these pylons, and instead of that baneling bust that seemed to be the most popular way to get rid of these pylons, early pylon block, because you can take 5 banelings, attack right here in the middle of this between both the pylons, and they will be able to take out those pylons. But this Xlord Overlord is going to be able to check out all this, so he knows what's going on. He knows that his opponent is just getting that one gateway, and then his 2 gases would be pretty critical, so he really needs to go up there and check that out, see how many gases his opponent is on. But Ryan leaving this probe around, I'm confused why he's leaving this probe here. What the hell? That's not a wall in? Wow, that's pretty interesting. I wonder if Xlord noticed that. I thought that was a wall in right there. Wow. Man, I really wish there was a button you could press that would show like building grid stuff. But anyway, he's going to be able to take out this pylon. That one is, oh, not in range. He may be able to sneak up and just get, maybe close enough to get it. But it looks like he's going to be able to take this out, and all he needs is like 5 or 6 more roaches, and he can just push up and 2-shot that pylon or something. Not really that much of a deal. And just going to go in and going to go for the photon cannon. No, I think he needs to fall back. Wait for some more roaches. Wait for some reinforcements and push out. So Ryan forcing his opponent to go maybe roaches. I don't know if that was his plan. He's going to make a bunch of stalkers, but focusing down, he's going to lose that. Oh no, losing his roach really sloppy. You really shouldn't lose your units to a defensive building this early in the game. So a sentry coming out. Now Ryan going to be on the defensive with 2 photon cannons. Has that nice little wall off right there. And Xlord is maybe going to go all in right here. Maybe, maybe not. As soon as he sees those photon cannons, I think he's going to change his mind. Pulling probes, he doesn't want any units to get out. That sentry does finally get out. He's going to not have to throw down this force field. Xlord, I think you really need to chill out, dude, and go get this expansion up and running. And hopefully he'll kill this pylon before warp gate's finished. That would be hilarious if this is just here in like 5 minutes and the DT's warped in. He's like, oh shit, I wish I would have killed that pylon. But no, Roach is going to be able to take that out. And we're probably going to see Xlord switch into some macro. And at the same time, Ryan is, what is he going for? 3 gateway robo? Yeah, 3 gateway robo. Getting that 1 attack upgrade for those ground weapon units. And kind of holding off probe production. Let's check the saturation here. So he's got good saturation. So he definitely doesn't need to make any more probes unless he's planning on throwing up expansion. which it doesn't look like he's going to do. He's going to probably put the pylon. He's a supply block right now, so that's a bit of a misplay. But getting that immortal out, so Rhine maybe was just trying to slow his opponent down, and I don't know what he was actually trying to go for there, but he was slowing his opponent down, delaying that expansion, and he's going to go into a, I think he's just going to one-base this, wow, up to 4 gateways and 1 robotics facility. I don't think he can support that unless he wants to just make a bunch of zealots. He is stopping pro production, so he's going to have a little bit extra money if he decides to just stick with this one base and just try and end it right now. He's probably going to go for a timing attack as soon as this ground weapon upgrade finishes. Just make a bunch of zealots and just use these immortals to take out any roaches. He did see roaches, so those immortals, if he gets 3 immortals out, they're just going to crush through roaches. Just the amount of damage immortals do to roaches is really, really insane. But yeah, anyway, I was at this tournament and it was really fun. Got to meet a bunch of people there, like a lot of locals with Starcraft, and it was cool. Just being somewhere where there's like, 80 people and everybody's talking about Starcraft. Just pretty fun shit. But cool stuff. But anyways, like after that, I didn't want to get burned out on Starcraft, so I took like the next 2 days off. So that's why you haven't seen any videos from me lately. But I'm back. I played some ladder games yesterday. Oh man, I was on the shittiest losing streak yesterday. I lost like 6 in a row, and it was not good shit. But anyway, Ryan's gonna push out, actually blocking his probe in with that pile. I'm laughing because I know I've done that myself, and oh shit, he didn't wall himself in. He had him on. Okay, I thought he walled himself in there. But no, he had him on like patrol or something. But Ryan pushing out, is he gonna set up for him? No, I think he's gonna keep pushing, still stop pro production. So wow, 3 immortals, and he got more than enough sentries and zealots to deal with any type of zerglings. But these immortals are just gonna, oh my god, they're so disgusting. Wow, with that one attack upgrade dealing 55 damage, making some more sentries, and Xlord is gonna get some Hydra out. I think that's a pretty smart unit, but is it gonna be too late? Xlord has got 61 food, and our Protoss player is 65. Oh no, more pop. This push is just going to do so much damage. Xlord getting some Zerglings out for those Immortals. Oh my gosh, this is force fielding the ramp. He's going to have to delay all those units reinforcing from his main. A couple Hydras out, but no, force field in the back. They're kind of clogging up those units, and Zergling's going to try and get him from behind, but I don't think he has enough Hydra to deal with this. Immortal is just dealing so much damage. He really needs to throw. Actually, doesn't have enough for a Guardian Shield. But more Stalkers being warped in from that proxy pylon, and it looks like Ryan is going to be able to go mop Xlord up and ring him out into his little cleaning bucket. There we got it. GG, Xlord GGing. So first game goes to Ryan in his best of 3 for EPS. So Ryan definitely had a plan there from the get-go. It looked like that was his plan from the start. Just delay the expansion, then turn it into like a 1 base all-in, and just hope your opponent can't macro up fast enough. And he forced him to go roaches at the beginning, which definitely didn't work out for him considering he went Immortals. Maybe if he would have went Baneling, Zergling, it would have allowed him to just have a better tech path to deal with this warp gate. He could have saved all that gas he was going to spend on roaches, because the amount of gas you have to spend on roaches is definitely a lot more than it would be if you just made 5 Banelings to kill that. And that extra gas would have went towards earlier Hydra. And that may have been a little bit better against this composition. But anyways, pretty cool, interesting playstyle from Ryan, going for maybe like a 1-2 punch, going for step 1 of the plan, going for the wall off, and then step 2 coming in with an all-in like 4 warp gate robo facility. So I'm going to cast game number 2, or yeah, game number 2 in this best of 3 next.